Hello, this is Barney Cargill. Today is Monday, March 23rd, and the Lord willing, this is our last message that I'll be presenting from Travis Air Force Base. We are scheduled to go home tomorrow. Yay, and we're excited to go home. It's been great here. We've been really well taken care of, both by Princess Cruise Lines and by the staff here. No complaints, but we're ready to go home. And that got me thinking. I want to talk just for a few minutes about for all of us going home, on a bigger scale, going home. Because, you know, in reality, you and I are away from our real home. We were not created for this world. We were created for eternity. And the things that have happened over the last few weeks happened so quickly. Really, they're a reminder to us that this world that we're existing in right now is not our real home, that this is not something that we can really rely on. I mean, the things of this world are so fleeting and so temporary, and I just think we all need a good wake-up call as a reminder that this is not the real deal right here. You know, there's something deep inside of us that really knows this can't be all there is. There's more than just this. And what that really is placed in there by God. It says in Ecclesiastes 3 that God has set eternity in our hearts and that we long for our real home. You know, I remember when I was about 11 years old, I went to a Boy Scout camp for the summer for a whole week. And it might have even been more than that. It felt a lot longer. And it was the first time I really remember being really homesick. You know, several days into it, all of a sudden, it's like nighttime comes on, it's quiet, and I want to go home. During the day, man, we have a great time doing all kinds of wonderful, crazy stuff. But night when it's quiet, there was this ache in my heart that I had never felt before. And I think that's part of what I want to share this morning. We've experienced, we've been away from home for over a month now. And it's interesting in Scripture, the Bible describes Abraham, and it says this about him in Hebrews chapter 11. It just says this: by faith, he made his home in the promised land like a stranger in a foreign country. He lived in tents, as did Isaac and Jacob, who were heirs with him of the same promise, for he was looking forward to the city with foundations, whose architect and builder is God. Abraham knew he wasn't in his real home. It says this later about Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob in verse 13. It says they were foreigners and strangers on earth. And then it says people who say such things show that they are looking for a country of their own. They want to go home. And it says this instead: they were longing for a better country, a heavenly one. Therefore, God is not ashamed to be called their God, for he has prepared a city for them. That's the longing, the heartache, the homesickness that we have. And when the Bible describes our home, I got to tell you, it doesn't sound so bad. The home we were created for. It says in Revelation 21, it says he will wipe away every tear from their eyes. There will be no more death or mourning or crying or pain, for the old order of things has passed away. And then it says, the one who was seated on the throne says, I am making everything new. Doesn't that sound great? I don't even know everything that it means, but I know it sounds great. And chapter 22, verse 3 says, no longer will there be any curse. The curse that was placed upon the human race and all the earth at creation, or at the fall, will be lifted. And so we're longing. We're ready to go home. And I would just encourage you to reflect, to take the time, if you're at home in isolation, take some time to really focus on your real home, to recognize that and remind yourselves and bring it before the Lord that the things of this world don't fulfill us. I mean, the stock market, you know, we're out of work, a lot of folks, just the health fears that a lot have. And let's go home. God bless you, and it's been great bringing these to you from Travis Air Force Base.